My friend in Cincinnati called me and she said, Tez, you do know it's my 2 year anniversary for my divorce, right? I said, no, I don't think about stuff like that. But what's going on? You been doing okay? And she was like, to be honest with you, I feel like I made a big mistake. Then I said, why do you feel like you made a mistake? What's going on? And she said, my ex husband took care of so many things. It's like after the fact, I realized how much of a man he really is. I didn't have to ask for anything. My biggest complaint was he was just super boring. If he wasn't working, he was always in that office or in his man cave. He was just boring. He didn't go out. He didn't want to be around people. But the more and more I think about it, he took care of so many things around the house, and he took care of me and our children. Then I said, okay, so where are you going with this? And she was like, well, I go on dates here and there, and it's like all the dudes want to do is that. They don't, it's not like they getting to know me. It's not like they are interested in my kids or like they can be a father figure. And I'm like, okay, they just want to have fun. They just want to have fun. Then I said, okay, but you said your reasoning for leaving your husband was because he was not fun. So now you're dating and you're dating guys that want to have fun. I say I'm not trying to be difficult, but something's not connecting for my brain. Tez, I don't need you to get these little sarcastic attitudes and I don't want you to be trying to preach at me. I know. I'm like, whoa. What triggered all of this? Like, it's like you got this pent up in your mind to say this to me. Like, I'm just asking a question for clarity. You called me. So whatever that is that you just did, that's something that you're going through. Like, but we get through all of that. And it's very telling how at this point do y'all know what y'all want? Is it hormonal? Like, how you divorce a whole man, like doing man things, you divorce him for boredom. Then you get with people who want to have fun and you're still not satisfied. You're still not content. And if you're dating somebody, in my opinion, that person does not need to be a father figure. Your kids already have a father figure. So it's just not making sense. And then she gonna say, and this better not be one of your TikToks. You know it's gonna be one of my TikToks. Cause you know you wrong. So yeah, you gonna be on my TikTok. And if you get mad if you see this, I don't care what you're gonna do about it. You gonna fly down to Memphis and do something? I doubt it. Apologize to that man. Trick.
Hey, shout out to the content creator, man. This is a great video and a great message. And before I kind of touch on a couple different points, I just got to say this. This is an ongoing conversation, and it's just a reoccurring conversation as well. It's sometimes it ain't died down yet. It ain't died down yet. It's just one of the few conversations that's gonna continue to keep going. That's just what it is. And I think one thing he said in the video is he asked the question of, do women know what they want? Right? Now, let me take it back to the beginning of the video when she called him saying, hey, 2 year anniversary from the divorce. And her reasoning for, I guess, leaving her husband, saying he was boring, but he did everything else. And this is where I stand, right? Because now that I'm kind of older and kind of can look back and reflect, and I'm in my marriage, like you do gotta still bring some fun, bruh. Like I understand, like as a man, you do gotta handle business, but you do gotta put some fun up in there. I just gotta say that, man, because I think just for yourself as a man, you need to be able to have balance and be able to let loose. But also at this point, we know that women like to have fun, right? More than work. That's just what, and we kind of the opposite. We want to work more than have fun. Most men who actually on their grind and their purpose. So I think for a man, you have to know how to create that balance, man. Now, are there going to be times where you're going to be grinding like, all right, babe, I got to lock in, right? We may not can't go on that date, that we had planned, but we'll make it up. You know what I'm saying? I think most women, like, if they see you locked in on something and you really grinding, they're gonna give you that time to like do what you need to do because there's a purpose behind it. There's the end result. There's a bigger picture. But if you just going through the motions and doing just the day-to-day stuff that you're supposed to be doing anyway as a man, but you're not taking any time out to at least bring some excitement, some enjoyment inside the relationship, then yeah, I get why she would leave, right? Because they see, here's the thing, but women, they ain't just gonna up and leave right away. Bruh had to be like, ain't doing nothing. No vacation, no weekend getaways, no date nights, no game nights. I mean, for a woman to leave to say that you're boring, yeah, bruh. Because most men actually are boring. Now, are there some dudes who like to fly around the world who got it like that? Sure. But honestly, they still got to work hard for a lot of that money. You know what I'm saying? And the real man out there understand they ain't trying to be used, right? Because if you just lead with your money most time as a man, then yeah, you're just gonna be used for your money. But when women realize like you're a real man and you actually handling business, you still gotta bring some fun, bro. You can't just be not doing anything to like, especially if you actually like the woman. Now maybe he stopped liking her. I don't know. And he was just like, I ain't doing that for her. She appreciate it. She doesn't appreciate it, blah, 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 right? And again, we don't know that side of the story. But to point number two, this is what a lot of women are finding out, man, is, they're quick to, and we've seen it, even women speaking on it themselves, like, yeah, I'm out of there. They quick to leave, their situation that they don't like, and don't try to stick it out and work through it. Now, don't get me wrong. The man still has to continue to grow and the woman still has to continue to grow, but it can't just be one sided. You know what I'm saying? I think from what I'm starting to see, a lot of times that's what it is. Like, a lot of women are outgrowing a lot of men. And everybody grow up at different paces, right? That don't mean everybody's going to be growing at the same rate and things like that. But you got to show some growth, man. You got to show some growth, just like a tree grow. It don't grow super fast, but it continues to grow. And then all of a sudden, it starts to produce fruit. It starts to create shade. It has some utility to it. And you have to be the same way as a man. And what I'm seeing, and I've spoke about this long time ago as I first started YouTube, a lot of men just settling, man. And I don't mean settle. Let me say they settle in their life. They stop pursuing a purpose. They stop, pursuing their spirituality, their finances, their personal growth. They don't try to heal. They just start taking care of themselves. And you can see them out in public, right? And that's definitely part of it where a lot of women are turned off. And a lot of time they may kind of settle for what they can settle for. But if a lot of married women who come online, who do tell their stories, the men that they're with are men who do bring what he bring. The one guy who she divorced, hey, he was bringing a lot of value, doing what he needed to do. But also the guys who are married, man, they also know how to bring that balance to it. They bring a little bit of excitement. You bring some, again, travel a little bit. Nobody want to be cooped at home all day. That's the honest God truth. Nobody just want to be in a four wall at home all day. Now, sure, there's some home bodies, but make your house a home. You know what I'm saying? I love my big screen TV with the sound bar. Catch a couple movies, we pop some popcorn, but you don't want to do that all the time. But you at least create the home environment where it's very comfortable, where if you don't have to always feel like you need to go out, right? You can cook some great food at home and just really kick it and y'all can vibe. But you still have to create those intimate situations. And you just can't be going to work and coming home, bro. That ain't gonna work. I wouldn't even want to have a wife like that who just always just go home and just come to work. We have no time to spend together. Don't even be intentionally creating time. I get, hey, everybody gonna go through that grind. That's just a part of it. But you can't not do anything. So let's say I kind of on her end, again, from the snippet what bro told me, I'm not told me, but he's sharing on the video, was just saying how, yeah, she left him. You know, she left him out there. I don't know how long they was together, whatever, but it's been 2 years that they've been apart. So like on that end, I'm kind of rocking with the lady who left her husband, if that was the case, where he was that boring. Like for her to say he was just seriously boring, he didn't even, you know, again, I don't know the details, but for her to leave based on him being boring, yeah, that's whack. So I kind of have her side on that. Now on the other side, hey, you know, a lot of women are leaving their husbands for the smallest things, and that's what I don't agree with. That's something I don't agree with. And they the other point he was talking about was just, you know, hey, now that she's back on the dating market, she's finding out that she left one extreme and went to another extreme. And I know for her, she wanted to find that balance, because even what she was saying to him, like, hey, they not even trying to get to know me. Hey, from everything on the internet right now, people saying that the dating market kind of cook right now, right? It's the wild, wild west out there. It's a gauntlet. So, you know, the dating market crazy right now. So, hey, man, sometime, just at this point in the game, if you do have a good one, y'all just try to figure it out. And because it ain't really none out there. Now, there's some scream cases where you definitely need to break away. But if it ain't that deep right now, I would say just try to work through it and figure it out. Because, man, she finding out, got 2 kids, back on the single mother life. That ain't where it's at now, man. It really isn't. So, you know, that's kind of where I stand. I actually kind of take her side if her husband was that boring. Again, I'm not taking her side on saying she needed to leave him. But, you know, I say that to say, yeah, you as a husband, you as in a relationship, you can't just always work and don't bring no type of balance to the relationship when it comes to fun. So, like I said, I kind of feel where she at. Again, I don't appreciate the divorce thing, because I want people to stay together and work it out. And, you know, that creates a stronger family and strong community. But, you know, that's where it's at. So if you got any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and, you know, share this video if anybody need to hear this message. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.